Hi guys, welcome to Alice Loves. Sorry about the really greasy hair. I've just got in from work and I was about to jump in the shower to wash my hair ready for going out this evening. I'm just going out with the hubby to the Everyman in the mailbox in Birmingham. I'm just going to go and watch the new King Arthur film because I'm in love with Charlie Hunnam. He is a very beautiful man. So we're going to go and watch that. I was about to jump in the shower and I thought actually I'll do a bit of a quick get ready with me for a casual date night. So you know it's only the cinema, but I'll sort of show you the makeup that I'll do, my hair and outfit. So I'm going to jump in the shower. When I come back I'll have bare face, wet hair, probably in a dressing gown or something like that, and I'll sort of show you what I do to get ready. So see you in a few minutes. So I'm just in the bathroom now. I'm just using some of my Nude Perfect Cleansing Oil Face and Eyes. This is a cleansing oil just as a bit of an alternative. So just a few pumps. I'm just rubbing that all into the skin to break down my makeup, and I take it over. I rub quite gently over my eyelids, but I'm not going to rub it into my mascara because I've got waterproof on and I need something a bit more industrial over my lips. And I've got a clean, warm flannel here, or washcloth if you're watching from America. I'm just going to do the initial, excuse this beast on my chin. I'm just going to wipe the first layer off. Then I'm going in with Nude Perfect Cleanse Omega Cleansing Jelly, which is a beautiful, and if you can see, it's like a in between a gel and a balm consistency. I'm just going to rub between my fingers and rub that in. And this is the cleanse that I'm going to really work into the skin. I'm just going to really go down the jawline. Okay, and now I'm just going to rinse the flannel and take that off. So I've swirled the flannel, going with a second cleanse. Oh, lovely, I love the feeling of a washcloth. Okay, that's all the makeup off. Take it down the neck as well because I will have taken my foundation down there. And then I've got my Vichy 5-phase waterproof that I always use. Give it a good shake up onto a cotton pad. I'm just going to soak that on my eyes. Give them a gentle rub. I'm losing loads of my lashes at the moment. I've had a lash lift and some of them are left and curly, and then some of them have entirely dropped out now. About time some new ones grows through. Okay, so my bin's down there. Then I'm just going to pop on the last bit of my Super Acids Extreme Rush Peel mask. Let's hope there's enough to do one. It's a clear mask, so you won't really be able to see this on the skin. But I love the smell of it. What does it say here now? Oh no, nothing. I thought it might give you a lovely description, but it doesn't. The Ultimate Peel with 100% active I don't actually say this, what a surprise, I don't know how to say something. Azalea acid plus glycolic, lactic and fruit acid. So all my favourite things. So rather than my normal toner, I'm going to do the mask, leave this to soak in. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to get into the shower and wash my hair, and I'll wash this off. So I'm just squeezing out every last bit because there's not enough to do another full face. So I'll get a nice thick layer on. And that can go in the empties pile. Ready for my empties video. Right, so I'm going to leave that to work its magic. I'm going to go in the shower. Once this has been on 10-15 minutes, do my hair, scroll this off, I'll be back with you. So I am out of the shower and there's just a little bit of mascara left around my eyes. So I'm just still going back in with the Vichy normal, and just to make sure any last bits are removed. Then I'm going in with a totally over the top and extra skincare routine. So I've got here the Darphin Intral Serum, which is a redness relief serum. It's just a little sample size, but I get a lot of redness. So I'm just putting a little bit of that on first. I'm going to let it soak in and work. Excuse this spot again, now it's very exposed with all my makeup off. Then I'm taking the Hylamide SubQ Eyes, which I just literally going to wipe it out the part. I know you can dip it onto your fingers, but I'm not going to. I take it from the corner, right out and back. I'm not going to go too high and too close to the lid so that we don't cause any build-up of product, which can lead to actually bulging of the eyes, of the under area, so it looks like, makes it look like puffy. Okay, then I'm going in with the Body Shop Drops of Light Serum. So I'm going to put a couple of drops of those into the hand, rub between the two. I love the smell of this serum. And then over the top, I'm going to take just a tiny little bit of the ordinary, what is it called? Hyaluronic acid, that's it, the word's going on my head, hyaluronic acid. So that's over the top, that's for your hydration. So that's my 2 layers of serum, as you do, actually technically 3 with the redness relief. And then the Body Shop Drops of Light Day Cream. So get that all over. I'm going to leave that to soak in whilst I go and put a bit of serum in my hair and get my makeup ready. I'll be right back. So I've blasted off my hair and shoved it up in a top knot for now while we start with the face. I'm going to get cracking straight away because I know how long I ramble on for. I'm going to prime my skin with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Invisible Undercover Coconut Face Primer. I have put a little bit of concealer over this spot because nobody needed to see that. And then I'm going to go over the top with some of my Strobe cream from MAC. Now I am actually going to just put a really little blob of this all over the face to give a glow, because I'm using the Hourglass Stick Foundation as my foundation of choice, and it's quite full coverage and I don't feel it really gives that much of a glow. So I'm putting this all over, and I've noticed that I've forgotten to bring my Pore primer. I'll be right back. So I've got the Nars Pro Prime Line and Pore Perfector, which I always just draw in around the nose and here and a little bit on the chin, as that's where I sort of get my most exposed pores. Now for eyes, because this is just, you know, casual date night, you know, I want my makeup fresh, but I'm not going to go for some really heavy look. I'm only going to the cinema, which is dark. So I'm just going to start with foundation, whereas if I was doing a heavy eye, I would probably do eyes first. So this is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. Now, this is in Ivory, which really is slightly too dark, you can see for me. I'm normally vanilla, but I bought this for a colourful when I'm a bit more fake tanned, which I'm not. So I'm going to have to blend it out a bit because I wanted to wear this today. So I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques. Oh, I think this is the Expert Face Brush, but it's completely worn off. I'm just going to buff that in gently. So it's not a million shades too dark for me, but you can tell it is putting some colour to my skin rather than matching my skin. Just putting a bit to cancel out the veins on my eyelids. So you can see there on my neck where it joins my neck that it is too dark. But we'll make it work. I've come out in sort of real redness today. It's probably because I've done the that little face mask that you saw. That's like an acid one, so that can obviously encourage some redness because it's in the skin. So I feel like I get a nice glow when I use this with something like the MAC Strobe cream, or this morning I actually used just the L'Oreal. It was like a liquid highlighter, and I just sort of put it, a little bit of it all over my face like a primer, and then found that I got a much better glow from it. So that is a lot better on my face. I'm going to go in with a bit of the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose, and as you can see, this is a really pale, bright sort of peachy colour, and I haven't bought a brush, so we'll see how I get on with my finger. If not, I'm running in to get a brush as well. In fact, I'm just going to use my foundation brush because it's not too big. Now the whole point of this is it's a prep and prime. You would never just leave this bright colour on its own because it's obviously far too light, but it just helps lifts the circles. And then what I will do is I'll go in with some concealer to match it up. What I'm going to do to start with, this is the Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This is my favourite eyeshadow primer. It is almost gone. I can barely get any out, but the eyeshadows I'm going to, well, I always have to wear primer anyway because my eyelids must be fairly oily, which is strange as I have dry skin, but I find that all my eyeshadows crease no matter what I do. Even if I put a cream product down to sort of be a base and set it, it does. So I'm going to use the Tarte, it looks filthy, I haven't even had it that long, the Tarte's Pro To Go palette from Tarte, which is just a really beautiful little selection of colours, and all I'm going to use is just this orangey browny colour called Crisp, and I'm just going to blend it all over the eyes with my NYX brush. So tapping off the excess. This is really pigmented. You'll see the second my brush touches my eyelid, it clings on. But it just gives a really nice warm colour. I'm not going to put loads on the side. I don't want a super heavy look. I just want a nice warm colour to the eye. Okay, at this point I know it looks crazy. It does even out. So this is just a clean blending brush just to blend in those corners. Don't want any sharp edges. And then I'm going to go back in now with a little bit more. For me, I've got quite hooded eyes, so when I open my eye the colour is a lot more hidden than when it's closed. I have to take the colour a little bit higher to be able to see any. So you see what I mean? So when my eyes are closed you'd think you only need to take, let's show you on this side, to here, but then when you open it it's hidden by the hooded eye, so you do have to take the colour a little bit higher. It's just learning your eye shape. And then I'm just going to pop, no, let me balance the other eye out first. I'll do the same with the other one, I'll whiz on so that you don't need to watch it. So I've just been and grabbed my little Nars number 15 brush. I don't even know if they do this one anymore, which I love, and it's just to smudge a little bit of this colour under the eye. You can see, look at that. I've just touched the brush the tiniest little bit, and it's way too dark. It doesn't look like a smudgy line at all. It looks like one big block of colour, so I will blend that out. But I'll just draw it onto the other eye first. And then I'm just going to grab my little Zoeva Luxe pencil brush, and I'm going to blend that out. It's a bit better. And whilst I've got it, I'm just going to also grab my Jouer highlighter in Citrine and just pop a little bit, oh there's a hair, in the corner of the eye. To just add a bit of brightness. Okay, my lips are feeling dry, so I've got here the Hourglass lip oil. So I'm just going to just pump a little bit up and pop that on while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. I love this oil. Got a bit of dry skin there. Okay, so let's put an actual concealer on rather than a colour corrector. This is the Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer. It's done with a silver top. I'm just going to take a little bit down here, and I've got a little spot there and I just want to cover under the eyes. So let's grab my Real Technique setting brush. I don't know why I read it, I know exactly what it's called, I use it every day. I'm just going to pull that back to just blend away where I've taken the shadow too low. Still, I need really put a bit too much product on. I could do with a damp beauty blender just to take the excess off, but we'll go in with that. So in real life that doesn't look anywhere near as bright under the eyes as the camera's making it look. The camera's, I can see, I think it's sort of flashing up like that's really light, but in real life it isn't. Going in with the Always To Me, I really love it. Once I've had my lash lift, this is the mascara I love the most. It's the Volume Reveal from Bourjois. So I'll whiz through, you don't need to see me just do this. I'm going to wear lashes. I'm not sure how much the camera will pick up for you, but there's a massive gap in my lashes here. They've all fell out since having my lash lift, which is a real shame. I've never had that before, but this time around they've dropped out, so I am going to be putting some lashes on in a minute. I'm just going to grab for now the Max Factor number 5 Light Gold Cream Bronzer, the one I've talked about loads. I really love this bronzer. I just think it gives such a glow to the skin. It reminds me so much of the Hourglass ambient lighting bronzers. Just think it really adds the glow. So yeah, okay, it adds the tan. Not that I need to put much tan on with this shade of foundation, but nice to add a little bit of dimension back into the skin. But I just think it keeps the glow. It doesn't make the skin look flat, which, you know, but without being a shimmer. I will obviously take this down, and I need to sort out this spot drastically, so I'm not going to put bronzer over the chin just yet, because I don't want to set it with a powder product and then go back in with some concealer, so I'm going to do that now. Take this bronzer down the neck. I have to always just look at my bronzer from a distance as well, rather than a tiny little mirror. Okay, let me, while we're here, I'm just using here the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin, and I'm just using it on my finger because it's for a spot. So what I don't want to do is put it all over a brush and make it all gross and unhygienic. So just literally going to dab that's a bit better, and I need a bit here, and I am going to take a little bit under the eyes just to darken it, because I think I can see on camera, as I say, they're flashing back very light and this concealer's a bit darker. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of dusting now, and I'm not going to rub it because it will disturb it, but I'm just going to dab so it's even in colour. Okay, so we have bronzer. Let's get the good old clean setting brush. This is the YSL Souffle powder in Rose, and as always just going to set under the eye. I'm just going to look up and really get under there to set the under eye area. Just take it ever so slightly down. Okie dokie. Back in, I know I used this last time, but I really am just loving it at the moment. It's the Citrine highlighter from Jouer, and I'm going to just hit the high points of the face with that. It is a bold highlight. Okay, that is a bold highlight, but I've done it first, as always, because I'm going to go over the top of it with some blusher in a minute. But I'm just going to do my brows, and I've got the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Blonde. Same routine as always, so I'll whiz through for you. Brows are done and roughly level. They're never identical, but my brows aren't, so that's that. Now I've picked the messiest product in the world. This is the Bare Minerals blusher in Laughter, or Laughter, but it's a loose powder, so I really didn't think this through very well as I'm sat on my bed. There is enough product in the lid, so my Nars Kabuki brush, as always, I'll dip it in. I'm going to have to kind of divide it between both cheeks because I put a load of product on. And for a little bit more, tapping off the excess. I haven't used any Bare Minerals products in such a long time, and I don't know what it was. I think I was watching a YouTube video this morning and somebody I can't think who it was, but somebody, I think it might have been even Zoella, had mentioned about the the actual foundation, I thought, you know what, I haven't used their blushes in ages, so just pop a bit of blusher on. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer through my socket. I know the colour I've already got on is really warm, but I like to just add a little bit of bronzer through the socket. And then I'm going to quickly add my lashes and I'll be back. So lashes are on, the glue's just drying. So last, all we've got left is a bit of lippy, and I'm going to use my Nars Velvet Lip Liner in Medano Beach. It's a twist up liner. I've still got the oil on. My lip switch is fine, I just draw over the top. And then I've got MAC Lip Tensity Lipstick in Dough. And that is my sort of, let me just actually, I say that's it, I've just noticed one little bit here. I just want to blend out a bit further. And that is the sort of casual date night makeup. So I'm just going to go and shove a few curls in my hair, just with the GHDs, messy ones, and I'll give you an outfit of the evening. So that's me all finished and ready for our date night off out in the lovely springtime rain that we've got here in the Midlands, which is great. So I don't know if you will have seen, I've got my little Aspinall of London Lottie bag in the rose gold, just in I think she's just from Nude, pink gilet shirt, I think it's from Topshop or River Island, I'll link that down below. I'm in my River Island Molly jeans, and I'm in some shoes that are a bit like the Gianvito Rossi's, but they're just from Public Desire online. I'll link everything down below. Have a great weekend whatever you're doing, and see you next time. Bye.